kind of shifting a bit, but I'm curious about like writing and stuff that you're doing right now. You have a new book that you're working on, right?
Yes.
Is it similar to your first book, which I loved?
No.
Oh, fuck.
If you loved my first book, you're going to hate my second
This is a choose your own adventure.
Hard pivot. It's a young adult, tells a story of a boyfriend and a revolutionary. No, it's one big story. My first book was like a bunch of short story essay collections.
One might call it a novel.
but real.
Oh,
a novel,
okay.
but real.
One big story cracked me up.
One big story that's real.
Wow. Okay.
New York Mag presents One Big Story. They send an email out every day with that.
We'll be at the 92Y telling one big story.
But it's a memoir about, I took a cruise with my mom 2 years ago in order to try to change her, and that did not work. So
this is a good idea.
Brings you along on the ride, and I learn a lot in the process.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Thank you. It's called Ship Mother.
Ship Mother?
Yeah. It was called Mothership, and then my mom misremembered it as Ship Mother, and I was like, that might be a better title. But I finished the draft and sent it in, and hopefully it comes to exist. The publishing world is so wild.
You wrote a little bit about this, right? Didn't you write about your experience with her on the cruise? Or maybe not?
Oh, have I? I don't know. I definitely shared it online.
Well, maybe I'm thinking of just like seeing some funny things you were sharing from the trip.
But it was epic. I learned a lot about myself and her on the cruise and in the time since. Just spending that like quality time not at Thanksgiving, not in her home, seeing things we had in common, like trying to
It's rare that we get time like that with our parents that is not centered around like a holiday or like a funeral or something, or a wedding. It's like it's either that or it's kind of like you don't get to just go goof around.
I'm big on like take your mom on a vacation.
That's very nice. Where'd you guys go? What was the cruise?
It was from New York to Bermuda.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She loves cruises, and we just went there and back.
Have you ever been on one before?
I worked on them for a solid year in my mid-20s.
Yeah. Did not come up in the...
No, I did. Second City would send out cruise ship.
So you were doing like comedy on the...
Yeah.
That's crazy. Sketch comedy, improv?
Sketch and improv, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you're very comfortable.
Shockingly.
Yeah.
I'm like, unfortunately, really like cruises.
Okay, that's cool.
I know they're like bad for the environment, and the ethics of like the workers is not great.
Is it bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm thinking about taking my parents on a big birthday cruise next year with my family.
Oh, that'd be so sweet.
But I've never done a cruise, so I'm like, what do I need to know?
It's kind of just like a hotel that is on the water,
floating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you're gonna like rock back and forth, maybe bring some Dramamine, but you're basically just gonna like eat and do activities and sleep a lot.
Okay.
They treat you like a baby.
Okay, I could handle that.
You get burped and
we're talking about like a Viking cruise.
Oh,
and I'm like, I'm intrigued by
fancy.
That. It does sound fancy. I don't know.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. we gotta start saving. But yeah, I'm curious about that, like the educational aspect of it. But I'm also like,
oh right, because they bring on like
I think those are more
pianists and stuff.
Yeah, I think the vibe they're trying to curate is like PBS on water kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And which sure, I'm into that.
We did NCL, which was UTI on water. I don't know what that means. HPV on water.
Sure.
But thank you for the cruise, NCL. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to write about it.
Yeah, see, I kind of would rather have like a party cruise, I think, than...
That's Royal Caribbean.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want to get on this boat with my whole family and it's like... it's like someone, just like sitting around like...
But the ports are fun. You're getting off every day on some of those more... Because Viking goes into the Mediterranean, right?
They do a whole bunch of things. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we were thinking something like a river cruise from like.
Cute.
I don't know. Yeah.
Cruises are good. It's just action packed. There's not a lot of time for introspection or fighting.
What were your goals with your mom on your cruise? Like, are you? Because this is kind of a pivot, but like one thing I really admire about you, being serious for a second.
Stop.
Okay.
Keep going.
That's all the time we've got.
No.
I really, really admire your willingness to engage with your family politically and try to push back on things that are, to me, not really subjective at this point. Like, there's really very little reason to stand by some of these things that conservatives do. And my dad is a conservative dude, but he's I can tell he's way quieter than your mom about it just from the things you send to the story.
Are you saying women be yapping? Matt?
I'm not saying women be yapping, but women be yapping. No, you know what I mean.
That's the clip.
It's no.
Clip.
But I can just tell that like you guys kind of like joust. I don't joust with my dad. It's kind of this thing between us. He's much more stoic never talks about it. It's kind of, I think it's maybe a Catholic thing. I don't know. Point is, I admire it in you, and I'm curious, like, is it a long-term goal to, at the very least, sort of be like, I want to understand you as your son better, or I want to like where does it? Why do you keep pushing? I guess because I've waved the flag. I'm a coward. Like, you're not.
I go back and forth a minute. The like why I do it, I interrogate a lot in the book and really sit with like, is this noble that I'm like trying to educate and understand? Is it like foolish? Is it? Am I a kid longing for a close relationship with their mom? Or am I like a comedian using their mom for material? Is willingly letting her hurt me actually noble? Or should I have stronger boundaries and sense of self? It's tough because it's like, this woman loves me more than I think anyone on earth, but that love is like laced with a little bit of abuse or a little bit. But also on the other hand, we're both like chatters and fighters, and we kind of like it can be playful to be a little like funny with each other and roast each other.
Yeah.
But I liken it to like, you know, when two dogs are like going at it and they're just playing, and then suddenly something shifts and it was like, oh no, that was a bite.
He kind of got her there.
like the owners need to come in.
I think it's very wise to be that introspective. The fact that you've thought about all these things about your relationship with it and why you do it, and if you're taking advantage of something for comedy, like the fact that you're even thinking about that tells me that you're coming at it with good faith and just someone who wants to figure.
Fooled him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's great in a lot of ways, but I don't know how I would survive.
I think it has to be specific to your dynamic and relationship. Like the way to do it depends on your relationship with your mom or dad and what's come. Like, that's why I'm not like a blueprint for anyone. Don't do what I do. But my mom and she speaks her mind. So the way you get currency with her is speaking your mind.
I think in general, it's what people should be doing. Not that everything is like a my side versus your side, but it's like there's certain things that are beyond common sense at this point that aren't recognized that way anymore. And I just think anytime anyone's willing to at least try to be like, let's have a conversation about this. It's like, it is unfortunately what we need to do, especially when parents live in a swing state and you're like, if you convert one guy, you never know the ripple of that. Like, you know, maybe he doesn't make a weird off-color joke the next time he's hanging out at the bar with a guy. Right. It's like the effects
small.
of that. Sure, it's small. It's definitely like small.
There's not going to be an after-school special. You're not going to like transform your parent from one conversation.
Exactly. And like, we're going to talk about like current events on this show and stuff, but like, I'll never think that this is going to like change anyone's vote, but it's like the idea too is with this even is like anytime you can kind of gently turn the knob a little of like, you can be progressive and not be like fucking annoying or like weird about, you know what I mean? You can like not kill the energy. Like you can still be like a normal, I don't know, not normal, I don't want to say it that way. You can still be just like an average Joe and not be supporting like really heinous policies and people. Yeah. It's like, it's just what I'm trying to wrap my head around this year of like how to approach that and talk about it.
Keeping those relationships intact, I think, if things get really, I mean, things are bad in various ways, but like, I don't know. I don't believe in like no contact.
I'm the same way.
I can't, like, keep a thread alive, have some boundary. You don't have to talk about politics every time you're hanging out. Of course. But like, and that's why I liked being on the cruise with her. We're like off our phones because phones and media want us in these two little camps because it's entertaining and fun, but we actually have a lot more in common with the people that are also alive and living in the United States at the same time as us. And so that's just nice to, have a drink with. I mean, I don't want to be too two-sided about it. Like, you could just have a beer with George Bush or whatever.
Sure, but I get that complexity.
But the more time you're actually... But the media would like you to see this evil, villainous other, but it's just your mom eating lobster across the table from you. Yeah,
people are so wildly plain and not as militant as you think. The stuff that they support indirectly is extremely violent and crazy and bad. So that's the mental gymnastics you got to do to be like, how can I justify having this beer with George Bush right now? You know, it's like that feeling. But
would you have a beer with George Bush?
Right now, like if I had the opportunity tonight, it'd be really hard not to at least go see what's going on. That's crazy.
Wait, why does he want to?
Yeah, exactly. I think more for me, it'd be like, there's no way.
I do a glass of wine. I'm cutting right now.
Yeah, because you got to get ready for Jack June.
Yeah, Jack by June.
Yeah, I don't think I would like do it in the sense of, well, this is how big of a coward I am. If it was like in here and no one knew.
Oh.
I have questions.
Yeah.
He's a fucking president.
He's a president.
But I wouldn't want to like go to a charity event and sit at his table. You know what I mean?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
But that's where we are too. Like things are very bad. So like it's not even about saving my own face as much as it's like, what am I actually going to talk about with George Bush?
Right. Oh yeah, it's like one of those airline things. Like, where are you going to sit? Seat number 1 next to George Bush and Nancy Reagan. Seat number 2 between.
Yeah, I'm just far less concerned though too about like, I don't know. Like I think there's so many bad people in the world that like someone coming to a thing with the approach of I'm trying to understand something or learn. Mm-hmm. I think we need to give that a little more slack than we normally do. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying our next guest is like
Stephen Miller. Welcome to the stage.
Yeah, it's not that. You know what I mean? Though it's like I would never want to put anyone on a platform that is that way. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like I don't think it's like the end of the world if someone is seen at an event that someone is at. As long as it's not in support of that it's like they just happen to be there.
Right.
I'm trying to explain the Epstein files essentially.
Matt is named in them and he's just trying to get in front of it.
It's nothing. It was a charity dinner. I'll just ask you one more thing too. This is something I deal with as someone who tries to write things and make stuff.
Being so hot. I'm glad you brought this up. We struggle.
It's so difficult being such a smoke show. I wanted to do this audio only and they forced me to